Hello friends, in last class we have discussed regarding the operational amplifier, ideal operational amplifier characteristics. Then we have discussed regarding the inverting operational amplifier, and we have seen how the inverting operational amplifier works and the gain, what will be the gain. Today we will discuss non-inverting operational amplifier. Now, in non-inverting operational amplifier, input is given to the non-inverting terminal and inverting terminal is grounded through a resistor R1. In this picture, the non-inverting terminal is connected to a supply, if I name it V2, and the inverting terminal grounded through a resistor R1, and there is a feedback resistance, if I name R2, that is connected to output. So, here we will get output voltage V0. And now, how this non-inverting operational amplifier works. Now, gain of a ideal operational amplifier, if gain is A, that is infinity. Now, from there, if we name this terminal V1 and this is V2, so for open loop operational amplifier, what will be the output? V0. If we name V0, then V0 should be equals to V2 minus V1 into gain A. So, gain A is infinity. So, V2 minus V1 equals to V0 by A, that is V0 by infinity, that equals to 0. So, V2 equals to V1. So, that we will get the same potential at V1 potential, V1 terminal. So, V1 would be same equals to V2. So, how much current will pass through R1? So, if I say this is the direction, current flowing direction, then current I1 is passing through R1, then we can write current I1 equals to V1 minus ground potential 0 by R1. So, that equals to V1 by R1. Now, how much current will passes through R2? The same current I1 will passes through R2 because the input impedance of a ideal operational amplifier is infinity. So, no current will passes through this branch. So, whole current will passes through this branch only. So, current passes through this branch will be equal to the current passes through this branch. So, if we find out the current in this branch, then we can write V0 minus V1 by R2, that equals to should be I1, that equals to I1, that is nothing but V1 by R1. So, from there we can write V0 minus V1 is nothing but what? That is V2 by R1, that equals to V1 equals to V2, that is V2 by R1. Now, from there we can write V 0 by R 1 equals to V 2 by R 1 plus V 2 by this is R 2, this is R 2 V 0 minus V 1 by R 2. So, V 1 equals to, as V 1 equals to V 2. So, we have write here V 0 minus V 2 by R 2 equals to V 2 by R 1, that equals to V 2 by R 1. So, from there we can write V 0 by R 2 equals to V 2 by R 1 plus V 2 by R 2. From there we can write V 0 by R 2 equals to V 2 into 1 by R 1 plus 1 by R 2, that finally we can write V 2 into R 1 plus R 2 by R 1 R 2. Okay. From there you can write V 0 by V 2 equals to R 1 plus R 2 by R 1 R 2 into R 2, that R 2 will cancel out. So, we will get 1 plus R 2 by R 1. So, again if we write this expression, final expression, then we will get V 0 by V 2. V 2 is the input voltage, that is equals to 1 plus R 2 by R 1. So, gain equals to 1 plus R 2 by R 1, and output voltage V 0 equals to 1 plus R 2 by R 1 into V 2. V 2 is the input voltage. So, if we compare the inverting and non-inverting amplifier, in inverting amplifier this is for non-inverting, and in inverting operational amplifier op amp, we have seen V 0 equals to minus R 2 by R 1 into V input voltage. So, in inverting operational, output voltage is phase shifted by 180 degree, and gain is the ratio of the two transistor R 2 and R 1, and in non-inverting operational amplifier, output is in the same phase of the input. V 2 is the input, V 2 is input, V 2 is input. So, V 0 is in the same phase of input voltage, and gain is 1 plus R 2 by R 1. Thank you.